All right. Okay, friends, we got this little thing going here. I'm helping out my niece with this firewood for them. And a lot of it's bucked already with the 1010, as you guys know, right? But and we did a little bit of trees here. It was between us here and that. And this one here, it's in the mud, deep in the mud here. You can see. So that's why I brought my PV down. And this is their yard, and that's my yard right there. Okay, so a little bit of tree work. And I brought some, friends, I don't know if anybody's ever tried to split balsam. It's a terrible wood. It's terrible. Well, for starters, the rungs, they grow in rungs, the limbs. Look at, this was a codominant stem, as you can see. See it here, it turned into two, and I climbed it years ago. It was my tree. I climbed it years ago, and I cabled it. Oh, way up there. Let's go up and have a look. I just put a rope in it because I was afraid it was going to bust. So here it is. Here's my cable job right here. And it was a long time ago. Look how freaking far this came. I shot between we lost our cameras on this job. I had my cameras up in there with me, and I freaking, yeah, it wasn't good. Anyway, someone else was. So here's the rope. That was years ago. Look at that. Like, I mean years ago. And now I'm going to use this rope to tie that freaking thing up, my step, to get in and out of the yards here, as you can see. So I'm going to grab this rope off of here, continue to buck this stuff. I got my Pro Max 60 with me. I'll probably run up and grab the 1010 for some fun too from Jeremy Bell, the bell hopper. That's what I call him, the bell hopper. He hops up saws, and his last name's Bell, so it's Jeremy Bellhopper. I like it anyways. So here's our little scenario. There's our little scenario. So I just kicked the big top right out, poof, poof, right over top of the fence rail. And I brought some axes down, friends. I'm going to do a little comparison between just some different style axes, some different style bucking specials, some weight, some nimble stuff. Here's the gig right here. I got this beautiful splitter. It's about a 3.5 pound splitting axe. I've got this thing which weighs in at 6 pounds. You're all familiar with my gorilla. I brought 2 gorillas today, actually. That's another gorilla there. 2 gorillas, but this one's much bigger and heavier. And I also brought the Australian Arvika. I want to actually get rid of this axe. This is a beautiful axe. I bought it at the swap meet one day. It's an Arvika, but it's an Australian axe. It's beautiful, but when I built it, I noticed a teeny little crack, which I can weld right there. See it? And I really did some interesting seatmanship on it. I'm going to kick the living snot out of it today and see if I see anything that alarms me, and we're going to do it today together. And then I also brought out my favorite little axe. So what we're doing today, this is big wood, friends. It's big wood. It's balsam. It's kind of dry, so it's a tough one. It's knotty as hell. You'll see. So we're gonna play around today. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. Talk to you in a minute. You guys saw the great big gorilla. It's a no-brainer. If you got bad, ugly wood, you bring weight. But I always bring 3 or 4 axes, because there's a little nimble 3.5 right there. There's another 3.5 pounder. I've got no mauls with me. I'm not a maul guy. Okay, these are all axes, a couple double bits. But this particular axe right here, is interesting. I'm actually going to rehang it. It's on the half bent a little bit. The beat up, but it's Australian. It's an Arvika, this thing. And it's a big axe. Like it's a 4.5 pound axe. And it'll probably take care of this quite easily. Now there's a couple ways to attack this stuff, friends. Look for your crack and go for the crack. Right? Or you can chip away at the sides. You see? If you've never split balsam, like, you see what I mean? The wood is actually split right now, but it's being held together by the knots. Balsam's terrible, friends. It is. Here's another way to approach these rounds, okay? Take it from the side. You see this? It'll do the same thing on that one. See? There we go. Just chip away. There's a huge knot at the bottom of that, but it'll break it away. Look at the size of that knot that just broke, friends. Can you see that from there? See that? That's a 2-inch knot. It busted it off the side like nothing. So don't be afraid to do that. You don't have to split the log down the guts every time. Like this. You know, if you want to do that, you're going to have to flip it over. See, that's why it's being held together. Those great big freaking knots. This balsam, I tell you, it's not pretty, friends. There's one. That's nice. But you got to work with the knots. This wood is not pleasant to split. Yeah, there's another knot. See, if you don't look at the bark, you're just shooting in the dark is all you're doing, just like I just did there. Yeah, dead center on a knot. May as well, you've got to go between the knots. There we go, fell right apart. So here's a knot right here. You guys can see that from there on the GoPro. Right there. You can definitely see that, I can tell. So it's not brain science. You got to hit to the side of the knots, friends. It's quite obvious. You guys know this. There it is, and it's being hung on, really hung on by a bottom knot. There was no knot on the bottom on that one. So let's flip that over and see what's going on. Well, there you are. Obviously a knot. So get her from the top side. There we go. So it's kind of like that, friends. You got to dissect it. This balsam is terrible. I hate splitting it. And it's not even that good of a firewood, friends. It's not. It's not a good firewood. It's actually a terrible firewood. But this axe is quite nice. So you see me reaching over top of this piece of wood, right, friends? That's where that flick comes in handy, right? There it is again. There it is again. So that's split. So this one here, it's awful stuff. Look at that. It's just awful. May as well peel the sides off it, like that. Seriously. Wow. This stuff's brutal. Oh. Look at that. What do we got here? It's not pretty. It is really not pretty. Let's take a look on the other side. Look at all these knots. Look at, there's the rung. See? These balsam rungs grow right around the tree. There it is. That's the one in between the knot, right there. There she be. There it is. So it can all be done, but you've really got to dissect it, friends. Here's another one. Right there. See that? Wow. Disgusting wood. There we go. So they're there we go. Let's take a look. Where's all the knots? Big wood. So there's a 4.5 pound 32-inch handle. 32-inch handle. let's go back. Let's go to an old vintage head here. 32-inch handle, but different splitting head. A much different splitting head. This is actually a mean axe. I'm gonna go for the gusto here. I'm gonna go for a gut shot right through the middle. There it is, right there. Done. Okay? There's no point in even trying. This is a nice axe though. I will say that much. There it is again. Whoop. It's very nice. Beautiful. Probably got a piece with no freaking knots in it. Chopping blocks are a little bit of a waste of time for me, friends. But the flick is not. You see? There we go. Done. Yep, she is. There we go. Okay. So, Grand Fir is what it's called. Okay. So, Grand Fir is what it's called. Is not pretty. But this axe is. Very nice. And the handle on this thing is crazy. You guys have seen this axe. This thing's beauteous. Look at this old vintage head. Straight up wedge design. No obstructions, just deadly. Really nice, friends. I'm not kidding. It's a gorgeous axe, okay? All right, let's do some more. This stuff's big. This is very big. I'm just gonna put you guys here. We're gonna grab some of this bigger stuff. So I'm gonna try that axe again, friends. This stuff's not bucked yet. So I always bring stuff to the wood pile that's for the wood. Pick your axe for the wood. This stuff is not pretty. It just isn't. I want to try and stay on the flat. Yeah, this is brutal. There's knots everywhere. Balsam's like that. It always has been. I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, what's that? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, right there. It runs through. You'll see it. It'll go. You see? So we try, go with our knots. And then if it gives you trouble and you almost get it split, flip it over. You'll see it there. There it is. Don't be afraid to flip over, but shoot between your knots, friends. You see, and this is what I mean by shoot between your knots. Here it is here, look. You guys know that. See that right there? You guys can see that, right? I'm showing you because it's the iPhone. It's bigger picture. See? Two great big knots right there. Shoot between. So you're almost better to walk around your wood so that you can see the bark, because you're kind of shooting blind if you reach, you know, the other way. Right? Does that make sense, friends? I think it does. You got to chip away little pieces where you can, like that. Let's get this out of the way because we're working here. So we can chip, see, little side winders, like that. I'm standing pretty close. Yeah, see, that's a dead ringer, that. You can almost tell. So we'll flip it over, take a shot at it. Take a shot at it. Go. Go. Yeah, I was just about to take a swing. Go. Go. Yeah, I was just about to take a swing, but I know I wouldn't have made it on that one. There's a great big huge knot right there. Let's see if we can bust through it. We got it. And this wood is dry, which doesn't help when splitting. It's better to split wood when it's green, in my opinion. Look at that. Look at that being held together. Wow. We're here to split the wood, friends. We're not here to reinvent the wheel. Listen to the wood, read the wood. This one here, there's a ginormous knot. Look, right here, I'm going to show you guys. There it is. It's massive. What are you going to do? You're definitely not going to split this way. You can try. You can try. We can give it a shot, but I'll split from the top down. I'll split with my knot on the bottom if I'm going to try that. I don't have good feelings about it, but see, if that knot wasn't there, that would have split like nothing, because it's actually split. Look, the only thing holding together is the knot. Look at the sides of the knot. You can see it. It ripples right through there. So you're almost better in a case like this, friends. You're almost better to shank the sides off. Make it smaller. Like, there's a piece there. It's a good chunk of firewood right there. Right there. Then come over here. Get that piece off it. Now we've shortened it to a smaller piece. If you want, you can try again, but that is a tough freaking knot. It just is. And if you think for 1 minute that you can flip that over and chop through that knot, let's give it a shot, shall we? See? No, not a chance. It's stuck now. You see? So make it smaller around those big knots. That is a huge knot, by the way, friends. So if you want to try and shank around it, little pieces, go from the top, because that way, look, I'll show you. Here. Okay, we just took a piece off, and look. See, we just took the end off. We took it on the small side, right? We split it out here. Look, there's the knot. You can see the lump. It comes all the way down, and there it is right there. And that's the only reason we were able to skank a couple pieces off that, is because it's small there. The knot is small. You're not getting that, friends. You will, but you'll bust your guts out. There's a whole pile more wood to split. So there's that last piece we took off the end, right? Is that making sense, friends? Good. So now another thing you can actually do is, if you want, you can switch to a great big axe like this thing. This thing's nuts. This is the Gorilla, friends, right? The long-handled Gorilla. It's massive, and I love this axe. See, it is wicked. Look at it. Weight is good. Look at it, just kills this stuff. So I should be running this in this wood. But I just wanted to, look at this, friends. Look at this. This is amazing. No way. Look at what this beetle did, friends. Look at what that beetle did. I've never seen that. They crawl in, and there he is making a tree. That's crazy. I'm gonna save that. I'm going to chip that little piece off of there. That is cool. Yeah. Oh, I like that. I'm going to put that up there. Okay. So anyway, friends, you get me, right? here's another one. This is a bad one here. Let's go over it. Let's go over it. You want this smaller for the wood stove? You say it's too big? Well, where are you gonna go? Look at the size of that freaking knot right there. Look at it, it's at the bottom, it's massive. You've got an opportunity here, but what's at the top? Oh, another knot right there. And look at it, friends, there it is. So, your best in my mind, my call, would be to split right beside this big knot. Right beside, and see how we do with the big axe. And there we go. It's split. Quite easily too. Yeah, so there you go. There it is. Done. Now we can fit those in the wood stove. That's what this wood's like, friends. I hope you're enjoying the video. I sure like these videos. To me, this is gold, because I don't think a lot of folks take time to share this stuff. They just say, look at me split wood. They don't explain. So we're doing a little explaining. This is a double bit axe with some weight. And I freaking love this axe. Look at it take this stuff apart. That was a knot. Oh, look at that, another tree right here. This is really cool. We got to take that one too.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm going to go pick Wyatt up, and I'm going to go to Long and McQuaid.
Oh, okay. Well, pick me up a set of sticks, those Extreme 5A,
Yeah.
but with the A, like the bigger, you know, the eye, or the tip I like, eh, bud?
Yeah.
It's like, it's not an acorn, it's kind of different.
Yeah, it's the more round one.
Yeah, it's round but long.
5A, not 5B?
No, a 5A,
Okay, cool.
Extreme D. See you, buddy. Okay, friends, so I want to show you a scenario that with the big axe now. Very similar scenario. See that big, huge freaking thing? Watch what happens. I'm going to split it from the top. Can you guys see that? Can you guys? No, you can't. Let's put it down here so you can see it. There it is there. Okay, so I'm going to take the big axe now, and I'm going to wallop it. I mean wallop it. There we go. We busted the knot. We split right through the knot because we put the knot at the bottom and we left it for the last part to be split, right? Not the first part. Split it last. Open it up. You can always flip it and crack it and bust it apart later. You sure can, lads and lasses. Over and out.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm going to go pick Wyatt up, and I'm going to go to Long and McQuaid.
Oh, okay. Well, pick me up a set of sticks, those Extreme 5A,
Yeah.
but with the A, like the bigger, you know, the eye, or the tip I like, eh, bud?
Yeah.
It's like, it's not an acorn, it's kind of different.
Yeah, it's the more round one.
Yeah, it's round but long.
5A, not 5B?
No, 5A, Extreme D. See you, buddy. Okay, friends, so I want to show you a scenario that with the big axe now. Very similar scenario. See that big, huge freaking thing? Watch what happens. I'm going to split it from the top. Can you guys see that? Can you guys? No, you can't. Let's put it down here so you can see it. There it is there. Okay, so I'm going to take the big axe now, and I'm going to wallop it. I mean wallop it. There we go. We busted the knot. We split right through the knot because we put the knot at the bottom and we left it for the last part to be split. Right? Not the first part. Split it last. Open it up. You can always flip it and crack it and bust it apart later. You sure can, lads. And lasses. Over and out. Look at this, friends. Look at freaking this. This will break this axe handle. It will. This will break that axe handle. This is a crazy piece of wood right here. This needs to be, oh, look at it. It's completely warped. We got to go this way, friends. Wow. This, oh my, oh. You got to be careful. You'll break the axe handle, friends, on this stuff. Wow. That's crazy. We're getting there. Oh, look at that. That's when that stuff comes in handy that we wrap on there. Oh yeah. There we go. So I don't care who you are and where you're from. That's freaking tough. Look what we just busted through, friends. 2 knots with that sucker. Look at that. Friends, it's tough stuff. But it's got to get smaller. There's a nice dry piece for the midnight burner. Okay? What's going on here? Oh. There we go. All right. So that's interesting, isn't it? Wow. So you can see that I did a wrap on this. Right, friends? Look at the protection it's giving it. Look at this. I'm going to do more of these. Look at, this is my personal axe, and I wrapped this on here. This is the first wrap I ever did. It is keeping this thing mint, friends. Mint. This battery's almost to die. You can just see where I did the old, you know, the knot they talk about. There's my finishes. I'm going to learn different knots. But I use this axe, friends. I use it. And it splits wood. This is one of my favorite double bits of all time. Look at this. Wow. What an axe. This wood is no fun. I've said it about 30,000 times just today alone. Oh, this is... See, on the stuff that goes straight through knots, it's not bad. Right? But there's trouble here. Oh, of course, look what I'm doing. Look what I'm trying to do. Look at that knot. It's massive. We need to go beside it. There it is. Done. Look at that, friends. Right there. You guys see that? I hope so. Crazy. That was a flick. That saved my axe out again. I clobbered it right there. Literally just clobbered it. Love it. Freaking love it. What's this all about? See? Dissect. That's what you gotta do. Look at that. Okay. And then once you get down to smaller stuff, friends, you can pick up your little nibblers, right? I like my long axe handles because they keep me up too. See, there's one there. Look, friends. Can you guys see that? You got to go to the side. You're not going anywhere. Just shank the sides off it. There's another piece I could probably get too. Now, if I wanted, because the knot's at the bottom, I could probably try and bust that knot. I could do that. We did it. But we had to go right out at the tip. And we're still not through it. See it? There we go. We just broke it. There it is. So I would love to see, you know, people always laugh at me, and not laugh at me, but they talk about, oh, our hardwoods are crazy and this and that. I'd love hardwoods over this stuff. Hardwoods are simple, because I'll show you what you do to hardwoods. know why guys try and split hardwood down the center. It's silly. See, there's a great big knot, I can guarantee it. I still might even get it. Nope, that's too tough, that one. Let's go here. Now, let's see if we can't do this. So, I'm not worried about hardwoods. It's the knotty, stringy softwoods that bother me. You can always pick apart stuff. This stuff's bone dry too. It's been standing dead in my yard. What do we got here? Friends, read that. Let's try the Gorilla. This Gorilla is a different axe. It's lighter and it's blunter. This is my other Gorilla, friends, that I've literally kicked the bonanzas out of. Bajangas, right? But it is a different axe as well. You see, it doesn't have the weight. It's still a very nice swinging axe. Does a good flick. Doesn't have the weight. A little more nimble. But very nice. So it's nice because it's lighter, friends. You know what I still may. Yeah, see this you can whip a bit more, you see? You see that? You can whip it. Where the other one is a bit of a brute. But I love it. See, that's dead center in a knot. I can see it there. That's called shanking. That's what I call it. Shanker. Good. There we go. There's a big knot right there. I can't believe I separated that. That's crazy. Look at that. Wasn't a massive knot. Can you guys see that? Right there? Look at, I separated this from giving the, right there. That was in there like that. And the only reason it popped is because I gave it the flick. This action right here, watch. That's why that went. Fucking need some lunch, I think. Kind of bad run out of that battery, friends. 20 what? 27? It was. A little moisture on the brow. That's good. Oh, we're getting it. There's a couple more down there. I'll go get those. But I'm. Oh, you guys are here. Wow, cool. Well, I'm gonna go with the no-brainer axe, which is this great big gorilla, because it's a freaking monster. I don't know if these will split. This is where it started to go. Wow, this is a massive axe. It's so heavy. I think this is where it turned into a double though, friends. Yeah, see, it did. It turned into a double. I wonder if I'll get that. Wow, a small piece of wood to fight so much. That's crazy. I'll get it this way, I'll bet. Yeah, see, look at that. Wow, that's the seam, I'll bet. That's crazy. Hey, you guys on still? Yeah, there we go. Excuse me. There we go. What's this? Starting to get chilly. Hey!
Hey.
What up? Nice. Wow. This axe, I don't think you're going to do any better. This is a naughty piece of wood. Wow. Interesting. Done. That's it. Let's go. That was nice. Another good sign if you've tuned your saw properly. Yeah. We gotta find somebody to build wrap bars for 10/10. McGinty, are you gonna get on that for us? Nick, you're too busy. Over and out, friends. Love yous all. You guys good? I gotta take these pieces of wood because they got them trees on them. I'm just gonna flick that right there. That'll save me a trip. See these trees? Look at them beetles do. Isn't that crazy? I think it is. That's what I think. We're back up. Give these axes a wipe down. So, in closing, friends, I think that, let's get this squared away here. There we go. In closing, oh, there's my thing. This big 6-pounder, we all know this axe. In a situation like that was, that was the way to go. That most definitely was the way to go. Okay, it's got a wonderful split profile on it. That was naughty wood, friends. It was not good. Here, let's see if we can turn you guys maybe like this, so you're kind of out of the light a bit. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, that light was bright, wasn't it? Yeah. So. Yeah, this thing's a monster. It's a beautiful axe. It's on a stick of ash, friends, that AJ from England sent me. The grain is actually, I would say, a little less than 45. See it? 45, say. Hey? Right? No steel wedges. I've kicked the snot out of this thing, friends. Kajangas, lots, a ton, many times, and it'll go many times again. Right? So that thing's good. The Woodman axe, this little Woodman axe, it's beautiful, but it's for different wood. Or you have to attack it differently. This is going to get rehafted. It was my last handle one of my last handles that I had with the Buck and Billy Ray, first Buck and Billy Ray insignia on it, and I'm gonna rehaft it. I'm gonna get one of these. I love these handles. They're from freaking Home Hardware, and they're beautiful. If you can get nice ones, I'm gonna order a couple boxes. Not that expensive, but they're beautiful. Okay, so that was that one. It's glorious. And the other gorilla is actually quite nice. I'm going to nimble the handle down though. It's a little thick in the handle for me. It's a big handle, which is good. It's this one, friends. It's that one. You guys know that one. Gorilla. Look at the splitting profile on her. Hey? Deadly. Deadly. Good axe. Great axe. I'm a double man. I'm a double bit man. I like my double bits. So, there's that. And then these two singles here. This one is amazing. These were both amazing. But this axe is absolutely phenomenal. And this handle, I bought it. And I had it for a long time before I seated it. And it's got a bend in it. But it is a beautiful axe. It's this one, friends. It's this one. Look at it, friends. Just look at it. Look at the profile. Straight up wedge. Looks like it's, oh no, that's a piece of wood. This is good steel, friends. I've hit the dirt lots with it. It's sharp. It is, friends. Look at it. It's got a great profile for splitting any species. It really is a nice entry. And just old. Old as the hills. God, I love this axe. I don't know where it came from. I think it's got a little bend in the handle, a little hook. Don't bug me. It actually helps with the flick, believe it or not, friends. It does. I'm not just saying that because it's got a hook. It does. It helps. Anyway, and then the last one is this big Australian axe. Oh, look at that. Oh, I must have hit it with the blade. Yeah, I did. She's got a wound on her now. Oh, yeah, look at that. Cool. But this thing's getting rehafted anyway. because I'm going to take the head off it and I'm going to do a little weld. I didn't like the finish of this. It's a good axe, but I'm actually going to, I'm going to rehaft it. Yeah, because you can, oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. It never moved. It never will move. Yeah, no, it never will. This is a gorgeous, there's an Australian Arvika. Look at it, friends. It had a pin in it because it was probably meant for competition or something like that. Yeah, again, very similar profile to that last one I showed you, that single. You see? Beautiful axe. Beautiful. Big spread on the head there like that. Look at that. You know, yeah. Make an axe to use it, friends. Make it to use it. So it took a little nick when I threw the axes up. Something got it. So I'll sand that, chamfer that down. That's it, friends. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. That was fun. That 60's running good. Okay, over and out, friends. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Be kind, friends.